Conversation 6, Part 1, Buying a Train Ticket. In this conversation, you'll learn how to buy a train ticket in advance. You'll practice numbers, days of the week, and telling the time. Adam plans to go to Krakow on Thursday afternoon. He would like to buy a train ticket in advance. He goes to the central station, approaches a ticket counter, and asks for a return ticket to Krakow. Keywords and phrases. Here's the new vocabulary you'll need for this conversation. Can I help you, sir?
Słucham pana.
A return ticket.
Bilet powrotny.
Express train.
Ekspres.
The Tatra Mountains.
Tatry.
Today.
Dzisiaj.
Tomorrow.
Jutro.
Return.
Powrót.
Sunday.
Niedziela.
Second.
Druga.
Class.
Klasa.
First.
Pierwsza.
For.
Dla.
Smoking.
Palących.
Non-smoking.
Niepalących.
Train seat reservation ticket.
Miejscówka.
Now listen to the conversation between Adam and the ticket clerk.
Słucham pana.
Poproszę bilet powrotny na ekspres Tatry do Krakowa.
Na dzisiaj?
Nie, na jutro.
Kiedy powrót?
W niedzielę.
Druga klasa?
Nie, pierwsza klasa.
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Dla niepalących, proszę.
Proszę, pana bilet i miejscówka.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Making sense of it. Adam asks for a return ticket.
Bilet powrotny.
If he had travelled one way, he would have asked for a single ticket.
Bilet w jedną stronę.
When making reservations or placing orders, time phrases will come in extremely useful. Here are a few. Repeat them out loud. Today.
Dzisiaj,
Yesterday.
wczoraj,
And the word used by Adam in the conversation, tomorrow.
jutro.
Getting to grips with the grammar.
Czy jest? Czy są?
These phrases mean is there or are there. A positive answer to these questions would be yes there is or yes there are.
Tak jest. Tak są.
However, a negative answer, there isn't or there aren't, requires a completely different expression.
Nie ma.
Listen to the following examples. Is there a restaurant carriage?
Czy jest wagon restauracyjny?
Yes, there is.
Tak, jest.
Is there any mineral water?
Czy jest woda mineralna?
No, there isn't.
Nie, nie ma.
Over to you. It's over to you now. Take Adam's side of the conversation after the English prompts.
Słucham pana.
Can I have a return ticket for the Tatry Express train to Krakow, please?
Poproszę bilet powrotny na ekspres Tatry do Krakowa.
Na dzisiaj?
No, for tomorrow.
Nie, na jutro.
Kiedy powrót?
On Sunday?
W niedzielę.
Druga klasa?
No, first class.
Nie, pierwsza klasa.
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Non-smoking, please.
Dla niepalących, proszę.
Proszę, pana bilet i miejscówka.
Thank you very much.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Now imagine you're the ticket clerk and take his side of the conversation. Can I help you, sir?
Słucham pana.
Poproszę bilet powrotny na ekspres Tatry do Krakowa.
For today?
Na dzisiaj?
Nie, na jutro.
When will you return?
Kiedy powrót?
W niedzielę.
Second class?
Druga klasa?
Nie, pierwsza klasa.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Dla niepalących, proszę.
Here you are, your ticket and the seat reservation.
Proszę, pana bilet i miejscówka.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Well done. Remember, you can replay this as often as you need so that you're really comfortable with the new words and phrases. When you're ready, let's move on to part 2 of the conversation. Conversation 6, part 2, asking for information about trains. In this conversation, you'll learn how to ask for and understand information about train departures and arrivals. Adam, having bought his return ticket to Krakow, would like to find out from which platform his train will depart, what time he will be in Krakow, and if there's a restaurant carriage on the train, and if so, where on the train he will find it. Key words and phrases. Here are the new words and phrases you'll need. Don't forget to say them out loud. From which platform?
Z którego peronu?
To depart.
Odjeżdżać.
From platform 2.
Z drugiego.
I will be
Będę.
at 7.
O 7:00.
In the evening.
Wieczorem.
Train.
Pociąg.
Restaurant carriage.
Wagon restauracyjny.
In the middle.
W środku.
Now let's listen to the conversation between Adam and the ticket clerk.
Przepraszam. Z którego peronu odjeżdża ekspres Tatry do Krakowa?
Z drugiego.
O której będę w Krakowie?
O 7 wieczorem.
Czy w pociągu jest wagon restauracyjny?
Tak, jest. W środku pociągu.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia.
Proszę. Do widzenia.
Over to you. Are you ready to take Adam's side of the conversation? As always, we'll give you the English prompts. Remember to speak out loud. Excuse me,
Przepraszam.
from which platform does the Tatry Express train depart?
Z którego peronu odjeżdża ekspres Tatry do Krakowa?
Z drugiego.
At what time will I be in Krakow?
O której będę w Krakowie?
O 7 wieczorem.
Is there a restaurant carriage on the train?
Czy w pociągu jest wagon restauracyjny?
Tak, jest. W W środku pociągu.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia.
Proszę. Do widzenia.
Now pretend you're the ticket clerk and give his side of the conversation after the English prompts.
Przepraszam, z którego peronu odjeżdża ekspres Tatry do Krakowa?
From platform 2.
Z drugiego.
O której będę w Krakowie?
At 7 in the evening.
O 7 wieczorem.
Czy w pociągu jest wagon restauracyjny?
Yes, there is.
Tak, jest.
In the middle of the train.
W środku pociągu.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Proszę. Do widzenia.
Well done. You've completed conversation 6 now, and hopefully you're ready to move on to conversation 7, in which you'll learn how to ask for permission and to find out where you can buy a souvenir. Conversation 7, Part 1, Asking for Permission. In this conversation you'll learn how to ask for permission and understand if permission is granted or not. Adam has arrived in Krakow and is being shown around the city centre by his Polish guide. Adam asks if it's possible to enter a church and if he can take a photo. Key words and phrases. These are the new words and phrases you'll need for the conversation. Saying them out loud will allow you to improve your Polish accent. What?
Co?
This or it?
To.
What's this?
Co to jest?
Church.
Kościół.
St. Mary's.
Mariacki.
Is it allowed?
Czy można
Go in.
wejść
Inside.
do środka?
May I or can I?
Czy mogę
To take photographs.
zrobić zdjęcia?
Unfortunately or I'm afraid.
Niestety,
It's not allowed.
nie wolno.
It's a pity.
Szkoda.
Beautiful.
Piękny.
Now let's listen to the conversation between Adam and the guide.
Co to jest?
To jest kościół mariacki.
Czy można wejść do środka?
Tak, można.
Czy mogę zrobić zdjęcia?
Niestety, nie wolno robić zdjęć w kościele.
Szkoda. To bardzo piękny kościół.
Making sense of it. There are a number of useful words and phrases you've met in the conversation, which you'll be able to use in everyday situations, such as what is it?
Co to jest?
By changing the first word, you can ask who is it?
Kto to jest?
In Polish, the word for middle is.
Środek?
There are two other expressions derived from this word, which are very common and worth remembering.
W środku?
This means inside, as well as in the middle.
Wejść do środka.
You've already heard this expression in this conversation, and it means to go inside. When visiting a foreign country, it's always better to ask permission if you're unsure if something is allowed. In Polish, you can do it in two ways. Can one or is it allowed?
Czy można?
Is it allowed? legally by law.
Czy wolno?
Listen to the examples. Is taking photographs allowed? Can I take photographs?
Czy można robić zdjęcia?
Is taking photographs allowed? Is it legal?
Czy wolno robić zdjęcia?
If permission is not granted, then you'll hear one of the following two expressions. One can't,
Nie można.
or it's not allowed.
Nie wolno.
Just like Adam, you can comment on it by saying it's a pity.
Szkoda.
Getting to grips with the grammar. So far in this Polish course, we've been discussing nouns and other word groups associated with nouns, like adjectives and numerals. But you won't be able to communicate successfully in any language without a basic knowledge of verbs, words which describe actions. Right from the beginning, you've heard and used verbs such as to ask,
Prosić.
to ask for something,
Poprosić.
to thank.
Dziękować.
However, you may not have realized that you were using these verbs since you were using them in the first person singular, I. So I ask.
Proszę.
I ask for something.
Poproszę.
I thank.
Dziękuję.
This is a perfect illustration of the most important point about Polish verbs, that just like nouns, they acquire different endings to indicate whom the action concerns. I, you, he, she, it, and so on. Conversation 7 provides us with a number of examples of verbs used in their basic form, which is called the infinitive. To go in.
Wejść.
To do or to make.
Zrobić.
To exchange.
Wymienić.
To drink.
Napić się.
To buy.
Kupić.
As you can hear, all these infinitives have something in common, the similar ending
Ci.
This ending is unique to infinitives, and that's how you can recognize. Over to you. Now it's your turn to speak Polish. Play the part of Adam after hearing the English prompts. What's this?
Co to jest?
To jest kościół mariacki.
Is one allowed to go inside?
Czy można wejść do środka?
Tak, można.
Can I take some photographs?
Czy mogę zrobić zdjęcia?
Niestety, nie wolno robić zdjęć w kościele.
It's a pity.
Szkoda.
It's a beautiful church.
To bardzo piękny kościół.
Very good. Now switch and become the guide. Say his part out loud after hearing the English prompts.
Co to jest?
It's St. Mary's Church.
To jest kościół mariacki.
Czy można wejść do środka?
Yes, it is allowed.
Tak, można.
Czy mogę zrobić zdjęcia?
Unfortunately, you're not allowed to take photographs in the church.
Niestety, nie wolno robić zdjęć w kościele.
Szkoda. To bardzo piękny kościół.
Well done. When you're feeling confident with this conversation, let's move on to part 2. Conversation 7, part 2. Where can I buy a souvenir? In this conversation, you'll learn how to ask where you can change money and buy souvenirs. Adam, Ella, and the guide are walking around Krakow city centre. Adam asks where he can exchange some money and buy some souvenirs. Key words and phrases. In part 2, we'll build on the vocabulary and structures you already know, but you'll also encounter some new vocabulary. Shopping.
Zakupy.
Do shopping.
Zrobić zakupy.
I can.
Mogę.
Exchange.
Wymienić.
Money.
Pieniądze.
Bank.
Bank.
The nearest.
Najbliższy.
Florian Street.
Ulica Floriańska.
And.
A.
Souvenirs.
Upominki.
The cloth hall.
Sukiennice.
Now it's time to listen to the conversation between Adam and Ella.
Chciałbym zrobić zakupy. Gdzie mogę wymienić pieniądze?
W banku.
Gdzie jest najbliższy bank?
Niedaleko. Na ulicy Floriańskiej.
A gdzie można kupić upominki?
W sukiennicach.
Over to you. Now it's your turn to have a go. Say Adam's part of the conversation out loud after hearing the English prompts. Good luck. I'd like to do some shopping.
Chciałbym zrobić zakupy.
Where can I exchange some money?
Gdzie mogę wymienić pieniądze?
W banku.
Where is the nearest bank?
Gdzie jest najbliższy bank?
Niedaleko. Na ulicy Floriańskiej.
And where can I buy some souvenirs?
A gdzie można kupić upominki?
W sukiennicach.
Now take Ella's side of the conversation and speak out loud after the English prompts.
Chciałbym zrobić zakupy. Gdzie mogę wymienić pieniądze?
At a bank.
W banku.
Gdzie jest najbliższy bank?
Not far.
Niedaleko.
In Florian Street.
Na ulicy Floriańskiej.
A gdzie można kupić upominki?
At the cloth hall.
W sukiennicach.
Well done. You've now successfully completed Conversation 7. In this conversation, you've learned how to ask for permission and how to find out where you can exchange money and buy some souvenirs. The words and expressions you've learnt will help you ask for permission in a wide range of situations, for example, while travelling, sightseeing and shopping. Conversation 8, Part 1, Greeting and Introducing People. In this conversation, you'll learn how to greet people in Polish, how to respond to greetings, and how to introduce others. During his visit to Krakow, Adam visits his friend Ella and meets her family. Key words and phrases. Here are the new words you'll meet in Part 1 of the conversation. Come in.
Wejdź.
Flowers.
Kwiaty.
For you.
Dla ciebie.
Come on.
Chodź.
I'll introduce you.
Przedstawię cię.
My husband.
Mój mąż.
Pleased to meet you.
Bardzo mi miło.
Our children.
Nasze dzieci.
Daughter.
córka,
son,
syn,
mum.
mama,
Listen to the conversation between Adam and Ella.
Adam, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry, Elu.
Proszę, wejdź.
Adam hands Ella a bouquet of flowers.
Proszę, kwiaty dla ciebie.
Dziękuję bardzo. Są bardzo piękne. Chodź, przedstawię cię. To jest mój mąż, Marcin.
Bardzo mi miło.
To są nasze dzieci. Córka Hania i syn Jacek.
Dzień dobry.
A to jest moja mama.
Bardzo mi miło.
Making the most of it. In this conversation, you've learned some vocabulary related to family members. Husband,
Mąż,
children,
dzieci,
daughter,
córka,
son,
syn,
mum.
mama.
When meeting somebody for the first time, you may say, pleased to meet you.
Bardzo mi miło.
Getting to grips with the grammar. You've learned two examples of a verb form called the imperative. It's a form which expresses a firm request. Come in.
wejdź,
Come on.
chodź,
When introducing people and talking about yourself, you'll need to use the verb to be.
być,
Let's explore the forms of this verb together. Repeat out loud in the pauses. I am,
jestem,
you are,
jesteś,
he, she, or it is,
jest,
we are,
jesteśmy,
you are,
jesteście,
they are.
są.
In Polish, it is possible to omit words like I, you, he, she, it, and so on, because the verb ending is unique for each person, and this is enough to identify whom the verb refers to. Over to you. Now it's your turn to speak. Take Adam's side of the conversation and speak in Polish after the English prompts.
Adam, dzień dobry.
Good afternoon, Ella.
Dzień dobry, Elu.
Proszę, wejdź.
Here you are, flowers for you.
Proszę, kwiaty dla ciebie.
Dziękuję bardzo. Są bardzo piękne. Chodź, przedstawię cię. To jest mój mąż, Marcin.
Pleased to meet you.
Bardzo mi miło.
To są nasze dzieci. Córka Hania i syn Jacek.
Good afternoon.
Dzień dobry.
A to jest moja mama.
Pleased to meet you.
Bardzo mi miło.
Now imagine you are Ella. Take her side of the conversation after the English prompts. Adam, good afternoon.
Adam, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry, Elu.
Come in, please.
Proszę, wejdź.
Proszę, kwiaty dla ciebie.
Thank you very much.
Dziękuję bardzo.
They are very beautiful.
Są bardzo piękne.
Come on, I'll introduce you.
Chodź, przedstawię cię.
This is my husband, Marcin.
To jest mój mąż, Marcin.
Bardzo mi miło.
These are our children.
To są nasze dzieci.
My daughter Hania and my son Jacek.
Córka Hania i syn Jacek.
Dzień dobry.
And this is my mum.
A to jest moja mama.
Bardzo mi miło.
Well done. Now let's move on to Conversation 8, Part 2. Conversation 8, Part 2, talking about your family. In this conversation, you'll learn how to talk about yourself and your family. Ella asks Adam about his family. Adam shows her a family photograph and explains who is in the photo. Little Hania spots a dog in the photograph and would like to know if it's Adam's dog. Key words and phrases. Here are the new words you'll need for part 2 of the conversation. Say the words out loud. Your family.
Twoja rodzina.
Wife.
Żona.
American woman.
Amerykanka.
To live.
Mieszkać.
London.
Londyn.
Sister.
Siostra.
Dad.
Tato.
Brother.
Brat.
Mr. or Sir.
Pan.
Dog.
Pies.
Let's listen to the conversation now between Ella, Adam and Hania.
Czy to twoja rodzina?
Tak, to jest moja żona, Sally. Jest Amerykanką.
Czy mieszkasz w Londynie?
Nie, mieszkam w Cambridge. To jest moja mama i moja siostra. A to jest mój tato i mój brat.
A czy to jest pana pies?
Tak, to nasz pies, Toffee.
Over to you. It's your turn now to take part in the conversation. Imagine you are Adam. Try to say the Polish after hearing the English prompts.
Czy to twoja rodzina?
Yes, this is my wife, Sally.
Tak, to jest moja żona, Sally.
She's American.
Jest Amerykanką.
Czy mieszkasz w Londynie?
No, I live in Cambridge.
Nie, mieszkam w Cambridge.
This is my mum and my sister.
To jest moja mama i moja siostra.
And this is my dad and my brother.
A to jest mój tato i mój brat.
A czy to pana pies?
Yes, it's our dog, Toffee.
Tak, to nasz pies, Toffee.
Switch now and play the parts of Ella and Hania. Is this your family?
Czy to twoja rodzina?
Tak, to jest moja żona, Sally. Jest Amerykanką.
Do you live in London?
Czy mieszkasz w Londynie?
Nie, mieszkam w Cambridge. To jest moja mama i moja siostra. A to jest mój tato i mój brat.
And is this your dog, sir?
A czy to pana pies?
Tak, to nasz pies, Toffee.
Making sense of it. When speaking to Poles you've never met before, chances are, if you're a man, you'll be addressed as
Pan,
if you're a woman, you'll probably be addressed as
pani.
Listen to these two examples.
Pan Adam Williams, pani Ela Wilczyńska.
When Hania inquires if the dog in the photo is Adam's, she asks, "Is this your dog?"
Czy to pana pies?
Did you notice she used the word?
Pana,
This is more formal than using.
twój.
You may often hear this being used in the expressions "Can I help you, sir?" and "Can I help you, madam?"
Słucham pana, słucham panią.
You'll find these words are very common in Polish because Poles tend to maintain different levels of formality in addressing people depending on age, seniority and how well they know each other. A formal Mr. John Kowalski or Mr. Kowalski would be
Pan Jan Kowalski, pan Kowalski.
This can become the less formal.
Pan Jan, pan Janek.
Similarly, Mrs. Barbara Kowalska or Mrs. Kowalska would be
Pani Barbara Kowalska, pani Kowalska.
This can become the less formal.
Pani Barbara, pani Basia.
It's only when permission is given to you by the other person, or you're talking to your friends or family, that the formality may be dropped, and you can just refer to people by their Christian names. As Ella and Adam are friends, Adam addresses Ella by her Christian name only. However, when he meets Ella's mother, he would definitely use,
Pani,
for example, "Good morning, madam."
dzień dobry pani.
Well done! You've successfully completed Conversation 8. In this conversation, you've learned how to greet and introduce people and how to talk about yourself. Naturally, we haven't exhausted the subject, but hopefully the vocabulary we've introduced will be sufficient to hold a basic conversation about yourself and your family. Conversation 9, Part 1. Booking a table in a restaurant. In this conversation, you'll learn how to book a table in a restaurant. Adam wants to invite Ella and her husband for dinner to a restaurant in Krakow. He telephones the restaurant. Keywords and phrases. Here are the words you'll need in this conversation. Restaurant.
Restauracja.
Restaurant Wawel Dragon.
Restauracja Smok Wawelski.
To book or make a reservation.
Zarezerwować.
A table in a restaurant.
Stolik.
Evening.
Wieczór.
Person.
Osoba.
Free.
Wolny.
At 6 o'clock.
O 6:00.
Excellent.
Świetnie.
To spell.
Przeliterować.
As in, like or for.
Jak.
W for wander.
W jak Wanda.
I made a note, spoken by a woman.
Zanotowałam.
Once again.
Jeszcze raz.
Let's listen to the conversation between Adam and the waitress in the restaurant.
Dzień dobry, restauracja Smok Wawelski, słucham.
Dzień dobry. Chciałbym zarezerwować stolik.
Na kiedy?
Na jutro wieczór.
Ile osób?
3.
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Dla niepalących.
Chwileczkę. Mamy wolny stolik o 6:00.
Świetnie.
Poproszę nazwisko.
Adam Williams.
Proszę przeliterować.
W jak Wanda. I jak Irena, L jak Leon. Jeszcze raz. L jak Leon. I jak Irena, A jak Adam, M jak Maria, S jak Stefan.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałam. Do zobaczenia jutro o 6.
Tak, dziękuję. Do widzenia.
Making sense of it. Adam is booking a table in a restaurant, which in Polish is...
Stolik.
This literally means a small table and is derived from the word for the type of table you'll find at home.
Stół.
The word for free or vacant in Polish is...
Wolny.
In this conversation, it's used to describe a free table.
Wolny stolik.
Similarly, you can talk about a free seat.
Wolne miejsce.
When in Poland, you should look out for the following sign.
Wstęp wolny.
It means that entrance is free. Poles will have no idea how to spell your name, so it's a good idea to practice spelling in Polish. You do it by using a selection of popular Polish first names, just like Adam did in the conversation. Here is a list of Polish Christian names to choose from. Repeat them out loud.
A jak Adam. B jak Barbara. C jak Celina. D jak Danuta. E jak Ewa. F jak Franek. G jak Grażyna. H jak Halina. I jak Irena. J jak Jan. K jak Karol. L jak Leon. M jak Maria. N jak Natalia. O jak Oskar. P jak Paweł. R jak Robert. S jak Stefan. T jak Tomek. U jak Ula. W jak Wanda. Z jak Zenon.
X is...
X.
Y is...
Y.
This alphabet doesn't contain all the letters you'll find in Polish, but at this stage you're more likely to have to spell your own details rather than be able to spell Polish names. The full Polish alphabet and corresponding names are available in the separate Teach Yourself Polish course. Getting to grips with the grammar. When the female voice acknowledged that she understood and noted Adam's name, she says,
Zanotowałam.
I've made a note. It's the first time you've heard a Polish verb in its past form. Unlike in the present tense, verbs in the past tense have separate forms for the masculine and feminine. The ending for feminine forms is usually The ending for masculine forms is usually Over to you. It's time for you to participate in the conversation now. Take Adam's side and speak Polish after you hear the English prompts.
Dzień dobry. Restauracja Smok Wawelski. Słucham.
Good morning.
Dzień dobry.
I'd like to book a table.
Chciałbym zarezerwować stolik.
Na kiedy?
For tomorrow evening.
Na jutro wieczór.
Ile osób?
3.
3.
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Non-smoking.
Dla niepalących.
Chwileczkę. Mamy wolny stolik o 6.
Excellent.
Świetnie.
Poproszę nazwisko.
Say Adam Williams.
Adam Williams.
Proszę przeliterować.
W for Wanda.
W jak Wanda.
I for Irena.
I jak Irena.
L for Leon.
L jak Leon.
Once again, L for Leon.
Jeszcze raz L jak Leon.
I for Irina.
I jak Irena.
A for Adam.
A jak Adam.
M for Maria.
M jak Maria.
S for Stefan.
S jak Stefan.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałam. Do zobaczenia jutro o 6.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Tak, dziękuję. Do widzenia.
Now take the part of the waitress from the restaurant. Say, good morning. Restaurant Wawel Dragon, can I help?
Dzień dobry. Restauracja Smok Wawelski. Słucham.
Dzień dobry. Chciałbym zarezerwować stolik.
For when?
Na kiedy?
Na jutro wieczór.
How many people?
Ile osób?
3.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Dla palących czy niepalących?
Dla niepalących.
Just a moment.
Chwileczkę.
We've got a free table at 6.
Mamy wolny stolik o 6.
Świetnie.
Can I have your name, please?
Poproszę nazwisko.
Adam Williams.
Can you spell it, please?
Proszę przeliterować.
W jak Wanda. I jak Irena. L jak Leon. Jeszcze raz L jak Leon. I jak Irena. A jak Adam. M jak Maria. S jak Stefan.
Thank you. I've made a note.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałam.
See you tomorrow at 6.
Do zobaczenia jutro o 6.
Tak, dziękuję. Do widzenia.
Well done. Now let's move on to Conversation 9, Part 2, Booking a Taxi. In this conversation, you'll learn how to book a taxi. You'll also learn about Polish addresses and street names. Ella is booking a taxi to take her and her husband to the restaurant for dinner with Adam. Keywords and phrases. Here are the new words and phrases for this conversation. To book or to order.
Zamówić.
Taxi.
Taksówka.
Hour.
Godzina.
At what time? Literally, for which hour?
Na którą godzinę?
Where from?
Skąd?
Słowackiego Street.
Ulica Słowackiego.
Where to?
Dokąd?
Square.
Plac.
Jagiellonian Square.
Plac Jagielloński.
Time to listen to the conversation between the phone operator at the taxicab office and Ella.
Radio taksi. Słucham.
Dzień dobry. Chciałabym zamówić taksówkę.
Na kiedy?
Na jutro wieczór.
Na którą godzinę?
Na 5:00.
Skąd?
Ulica Słowackiego 10.
Dokąd?
Restauracja Smok Wawelski na placu Jagiellońskim.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałem.
Dziękuję. Do widzenia panu.
Do widzenia pani.
Over to you. Now it's your turn. Take Ella's part and say the Polish out loud as soon as you hear the English prompts.
Radio taksi. Słucham.
Good morning. I'd like to book a taxi.
Dzień dobry. Chciałabym zamówić taksówkę.
Na kiedy?
For tomorrow evening.
Na jutro wieczór.
Na którą godzinę?
For 5.
Na 5:00.
Skąd?
10 Słowackiego Street.
Ulica Słowackiego 10.
Dokąd?
Restaurant Wawel Dragon in Jagiellonian Square.
Restauracja Smok Wawelski na placu Jagiellońskim.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałem.
Thank you. Goodbye, sir.
Dziękuję. Do widzenia panu.
Do widzenia pani.
Now take the role of the man answering the phone at the taxicab office. Radio taxi, can I help?
Radio taksi. Słucham.
Dzień dobry. Chciałabym zamówić taksówkę.
For when?
Na kiedy?
Na jutro wieczór.
For what time?
Na którą godzinę?
Na 5:00.
Where from?
Skąd?
Ulica Słowackiego 10.
Where to?
Dokąd?
Restauracja Smok Wawelski na placu Jagiellońskim.
Thank you. I've made a note.
Dziękuję. Zanotowałem.
Dziękuję. Do widzenia panu.
Goodbye, madam.
Do widzenia pani.
Making sense of it. When walking around Polish towns or looking at written Polish addresses, you will notice two letters, UL, which stand for
Ulica.
This means street. Unlike in English, however, it goes before the street name. For example, Florian Street.
Ulica Floriańska.
Avenue is another word used commonly as a street name, which in Polish is...
Aleja.
Quite often, you'll meet it in its plural form.
Aleje.
For example, Avenue of Roses.
Aleja Róż.
Jerusalem Avenue.
Aleje Jerozolimskie.
The third common word used in naming places is square. For example,
Plac.
so Jagiellonian Square would be...
Plac Jagielloński.
Amongst the prettiest addresses in Warsaw is Winnie the Pooh Street.
Ulica Kubusia Puchatka.
If the address contains two numbers separated by a letter M or a /, it's most likely that the building is a block of flats. The first number is the block number. The second one indicates the number of the flat or apartment. Congratulations! You've completed Conversation 9. In this conversation, you've learned how to book a restaurant and a taxi and how to spell your name in Polish. You've also learnt more about Polish streets, squares and avenues. We'll soon be coming to the end of the main part of the course. Just one more conversation left, in which you'll learn how to cope if you're unwell. Conversation 10, Part 1. I'm not very well. In this conversation, you'll learn how to inquire about someone's health and express what's wrong with you. Adam is back in his hotel in Warsaw. Ella phones to see if he's okay, but he doesn't feel very well. Key words and phrases. These are the new words you'll need in this conversation. Don't forget to say them out loud. To speak.
Mówić.
How are you feeling?
Jak się czujesz?
I'm unwell.
Źle się czuję.
What's wrong with you?
Co ci jest?
To hurt.
Boleć.
Head.
Głowa.
I've got a headache.
Boli mnie głowa.
To have.
Mieć.
Temperature.
Temperatura.
Throat.
Gardło.
Have you got a sore throat?
Czy boli cię gardło?
Tablets.
Tabletki.
Painkillers.
Tabletki przeciwbólowe.
Must.
Musieć.
Pharmacy.
Apteka.
Let's listen to the conversation between Adam and Ella.
Dobry wieczór, mówi Ela.
Dobry wieczór.
Jak się czujesz?
Niestety źle się czuję.
Co ci jest?
Boli mnie głowa.
Czy masz temperaturę?
Nie, nie mam.
Czy boli cię gardło?
Tak, boli.
Czy masz tabletki przeciwbólowe?
Nie, nie mam.
Musisz kupić w aptece.
Making sense of it. There were two words in the conversation which describe parts of the body. Head.
Głowa,
Throat.
gardło,
Both can ache. And in Polish you would say, I've got a headache.
boli mnie głowa,
I've got a sore throat.
boli mnie gardło.
You ask people how they feel by saying,
Jak się czujesz?
a positive answer to this question would be, I feel well.
Dobrze się czuję.
However, if like Adam you are not feeling very well, you would simply say,
Źle się czuję.
You may want to tell someone that you have a temperature.
Mam temperaturę.
But the problem is, you haven't got any painkillers.
Nie mam tabletek przeciwbólowych.
Getting to grips with the grammar.
Mieć.
This verb, to have, is very common and very useful. So let's put all its forms in order. Repeat them out loud in the pauses. I have.
Mam.
You have.
Masz.
She, he or it has.
Ma.
We have.
Mamy.
You have.
Macie.
They have.
Mają.
You've already come across a couple of these forms in its slightly different meaning of there isn't or there aren't. For example, are there any donuts?
Czy są pączki?
There aren't any.
Nie ma.
You may have noticed that among the verbs you've learnt so far, there are some which have the little word
Się.
attached to them. For example, to feel,
Czuć się.
to drink.
Napić się.
This word indicates a member of a verb group which is called reflexive. It means that the person who is doing the action does it to himself or herself or to his or her benefit. For example,
Uczyć.
to teach,
Uczyć się.
to learn,
Czuć.
to feel,
Czuć się.
to be in a particular state, as in I feel well or I don't feel well. Most of the time it stays after the verb it's attached to, as in,
Napić się.
but sometimes for the sake of a rhythm and emphasis in a sentence, it moves before the verb. For example,
Jak się czujesz?
how are you feeling?
Źle się czuję.
I feel unwell. Sometimes it may alter the meaning of the verb altogether. For example, to teach,
Uczyć.
to learn,
Uczyć się.
to praise,
Chwalić.
to boast.
Chwalić.
Over to you. Are you ready to have a go? Play Adam's part and give the Polish out loud after the English prompts.
Dobry wieczór, mówi Ela.
Good evening.
Dobry wieczór.
Jak się czujesz?
I'm afraid I feel unwell.
Niestety źle się czuję.
Co ci jest?
I've got a headache.
Boli mnie głowa.
Czy masz temperaturę?
No, I haven't.
Nie, nie mam.
Czy boli cię gardło?
Yes, it hurts.
Tak, boli.
Czy masz tabletki przeciwbólowe?
No, I haven't.
Nie, nie mam.
Musisz kupić w aptece.
Now switch to being Ella and play her part of the conversation after the English prompts. Good evening, Ella speaking.
Dobry wieczór, mówi Ela.
Dobry wieczór.
How are you feeling?
Jak się czujesz?
Niestety źle się czuję.
What's wrong with you?
Co ci jest?
Boli mnie głowa.
Have you got a temperature?
Czy masz temperaturę?
Nie, nie mam.
Have you got a sore throat?
Czy boli cię gardło?
Tak, boli.
Have you got any painkillers?
Czy masz tabletki przeciwbólowe?
Nie, nie mam.
You have to buy them at the pharmacy.
Musisz kupić w aptece.
Well done. Let's now move on to the final part of the conversation. Conversation 10, Part 2, Buying Medication. In this conversation, you'll learn how to buy basic medications in a pharmacy, understand basic questions about the medications you take or allergies you may have. Adam goes to a pharmacy near his hotel and buys some painkillers. Keywords and phrases. In this final conversation, there are just a few new words and expressions to learn. Are you allergic to anything?
Czy jest pan na coś uczulony?
Are you taking any other medications?
Czy bierze pan jakieś inne lekarstwa?
24.
24.
Let's listen to this final conversation between Adam and the pharmacist.
Słucham pana.
Poproszę tabletki przeciwbólowe.
Czy jest pan na coś uczulony?
Nie,
Czy bierze pan jakieś inne lekarstwa?
nie, nie biorę.
12 czy 24 tabletki?
12, poproszę.
Proszę bardzo. To wszystko?
Tak, dziękuję.
Over to you. Now it's your turn to speak Polish. Imagine you are Adam and say his part after the English prompts.
Słucham pana.
Can I have some painkillers, please?
Poproszę tabletki przeciwbólowe.
Czy jest pan na coś uczulony?
No.
Nie,
Czy bierze pan jakieś inne lekarstwa?
No, I don't take any, referring to medication.
nie, nie biorę.
12 czy 24 tabletki?
12, please.
12, poproszę.
Proszę bardzo. To wszystko?
Yes, thank you.
Tak, dziękuję.
Now switch sides and take the pharmacist's part. Can I help you, sir?
Słucham pana.
Poproszę tabletki przeciwbólowe.
Are you allergic to anything?
Czy jest pan na coś uczulony?
Nie,
Are you taking any other medications?
Czy bierze pan jakieś inne lekarstwa?
nie, nie biorę.
12 or 24 tablets?
12 czy 24 tabletki?
12, poproszę.
Here you are. Is that all?
Proszę bardzo. To wszystko?
Tak, dziękuję.
Congratulations! You've come to the end of the main part of the Teach Yourself Polish conversation course. When you're ready, listen to the third CD. This will reinforce what you already know and also help you with strategies for working out what people are saying in Polish, even when you don't know all the words they're using. We hope you've learned a lot so far and enjoyed the experience. Although it's impossible to teach everything in such a short space of time, we hope you now have enough confidence not just to speak Polish in Poland, but to extend your study. Good luck!
Powodzenia!